now getting some breaking news at the top of the broadcast. We're learning that Rahul Gandhi has in fact put out a fresh attack, and that too from Colombia, where he said that India's foreign minister says that China is much more powerful than the US. So can we pick a fight with them? At the heart of the ideology is cowardice, he says. This is the nature of the BJP and RSS. So this is a twin attack that's been leveled not just against the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BJP government of the centre, it is also against RSS. Remember, he chose today the centenary celebrations on Vijay Dashmi of RSS to attack the RSS. He says RSS's ideology is to beat people who are weak. Savarkar mentioned it in his book, he says, and he had beaten a Muslim man with his friends and felt proud of it. Let's take a look at that reaction of Rahul's coming in first.
And this isn't the nature of the BJP and the RSS. If you noticed a statement of the foreign minister, he said China is much more powerful than us. If China is much more powerful with us, how can I pick a fight with them? Matlab, at the heart of the ideology is cowardice. अगर वो मुझसे कमजोर है तो मैं अपने 5-10 मित्रों के साथ उसको पीट दूंगा, मगर अगर वो आरएसएस वालों से तगड़ा है तो भी भाग जाते हैं। और सावरकर ने अपनी किताब में लिखा है, अगर आपने पढ़ी हो, जो उनकी किताब है उसमें लिखा कि एक दिन उन्होंने और उनके 5-6 मित्रों ने एक मुसलमान व्यक्ति को पीटा और उस दिन उनको बहुत खुशी हुई। तो देखिए, अगर 5 लोग एक आदमी को पीटते हैं और फिर उनमें से किसी एक व्यक्ति को बड़ी खुशी हो रही है, वो कायरता ही है। अगर लड़ना ही है तो एक व्यक्ति से जाके अकेले लड़ लो, मगर नहीं, 5-10 लोग सावरकर जी के साथ एक व्यक्ति को पीटते हैं। तो इनकी आइडियोलॉजी में ये भी है।
Let me take this across to my colleague Payal Mehta, who's joining us on the broadcast. Payal, Rahul Gandhi, despite him being in Colombia, seems to be pretty cued in on what's happening in the country. He has chosen today the centenary celebrations of the RSS on Vijay Dashmi to further go ahead and attack the RSS. He began with that attack against the foreign minister, and then he continued with what he wanted to say and what his leaders have been saying all along today, particularly against not just the RSS but also Mohan Bhagwat. How does one understand these dynamics that are at play while Rahul Gandhi yet again is on foreign soil?
Well, what Rahul Gandhi has said is not surprise to anybody, given the fact that he's expressed his hatred towards the RSS more than once. But where he's saying it, when it's saying it, that is of great significance, given the fact that he's chosen the centenary celebrations of the RSS on the occasion of Vijay Dashmi to speak about this as well. His stated point on the way in which he speaks about Savarkar is also very well established. And therefore, the BJP and the Shiv Sena, essentially, Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde, have asked Uddhav Thackeray a question, saying, are you going to be in alliance with a partner like this who actually abuses the RSS and abuses the contribution of Savarkar? That's been a stated position that has been taken, saying that Rahul Gandhi must really answer why he chooses the foreign soil, why he chooses a foreign country to lash out at India and speak about the ideological comment. What is the ideological comment that he's speaking about? Just about yesterday, the Prime Minister spoke about the fact that you may not really be very fond of the RSS, but they have a huge role to play in nation building. The Prime Minister listed out a series of, commitments by the RSS towards the nation as well, including the fact that when they first participated in the Republic Day parade in 1963, it was at the behest of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's contribution or his insistence. Does Rahul Gandhi forget that contribution of the RSS? So it's a topic that has been spoken about multiple times, but every time that Rahul Gandhi travels overseas, he chooses to speak against the forces of India. Shouldn't he be speaking on issues that are actually, very, very pro-India? India is soon on the verge of becoming the world's third largest economy. Indian people have been contributing not just in India, but across the globe as well. Shouldn't he be taking pride in that? That is something which is being asked as well. Who says dead economy when a foreign country's president is saying dead economy? So the BJP says they're not really surprised. This is Rahul Gandhi for you, black and blue, or black and white, as much as you might want to call it.
Right. We also are getting a reaction from Ravi Shankar Prasad of the Bharatiya Janata Party regarding this particular statement of Rahul Gandhi's, the excerpt of which we've just played out for our viewers. Do stay on with us, Payal. Let's play that reaction out.
लेकिन वहाँ तो भारत पर ही हमले कर रहे हैं, देश में करते हैं, विदेश में भी करते हैं। कोलंबिया के बगोटा में कहा है कि भारत में लोकतंत्र नहीं है, लोगों को बात करने की आज़ादी नहीं है। अगर कोई व्यक्ति सबसे अधिक आज़ादी से देश के विकास को, भाजपा को और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को गाली देते हैं तो राहुल गांधी है। तो आपको देश के खिलाफ कुछ भी बोलने का अधिकार है। मोदी जी के ऊपर तो आप झूठे आरोपों की झड़ी लगाते हैं पूरे हिंदुस्तान में घूम घूम करके। तो लोकतंत्र में तो आपको एक प्रकार से गाली देने का अधिकार दे रखा है हिंदुस्तान में।
Let me take this across to Mr. R.P. Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He is now joining us here on the broadcast this evening on CNN News 18. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. At first, want to take your reaction on the first part of this attack by Rahul Gandhi, where he has squarely, in fact, targeted the foreign minister, in this case, Mr. Jaishankar. He has attributed a particular speech to Mr. Jaishankar, claiming that he was the one who had made a mention and he had suggested that China is a greater power when it is in comparison with India. He says that at the heart of this acceptance is cowardice. How does the BJP choose to take this on?
Well, the fact that China is a bigger economic power than us, there's no denying in that. But even then, when it comes to strategic relationship, we are much better vis-a-vis China. And as for the last Galwan instance which happened, our forces proved that they are better than the Chinese forces. But at that time, Mr. Rahul Gandhi was asking about how many Indian died and how many Indian forces died. He was raising question on the valor of the Indian army even that time, because he's under the treaty signed, MOU signed with the Chinese Communist Party, and then he has to always take side of China. But that's how Rahul Gandhi is. I mean, we can't help it, because the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation has received money also from China, Chinese embassy here. So with that background, he can always be supportive of China and supportive of China's ideology and government.
Right. Also, what about his second line of attack? And this is pretty much in line with what the Congress leaders have been saying, particularly today. Vijay Dashmi, where RSS has its centenary celebrations, 100 years of RSS, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. But Rahul Gandhi is not stopping with his attack against the RSS.
Well, I've been told that he mentioned something about Veer Savarkarji, saying that they killed a Muslim and
they beat him up. Yeah.
I have gone through Veer Savarkar's My Transportation for Life, 1857, and War of Independence, the first War of Independence. There is nowhere it is mentioned about anything about that. I mean, earlier also he has been snubbed by the court about Veer Savarkarji, that he should restrain from using foul language against these freedom fighters. And also now again, probably someone will go to the court and he'll get a similar snub from the court again, or probably he'll be castigized by the court because of his repetitive making such claims. But fact is, who was other than Veer Savarkar, who was sentenced for 2 life terms in Kalapani, in Andaman Nicobar, any of the Congress leaders they can name. So he can rake up any issue he wants to rake up. But fact is that he's short of history, he's not aware of the history.
Okay,
And
so you are
none of-
saying that Rahul Gandhi is making false allegations. Is the BJP planning to take this up?
Obviously, and I said someone went to the court here, and then court snubbed him as far as Veer Savarkarjis go, and then he was snubbed by the court, saying that before issuing any statement on the freedom fighter, you must restrain or you must ensure that you should not use any bad language against the freedom fighters. But again, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is as he is. He's a repeat offender, and again he'll face the law of the court. But
Okay. Right. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your views on this big story that we are tracking. Rahul Gandhi is in Colombia, and from foreign soil, he is what he terms an attack against the government at the center, but the BJP is terming it as an attack on the country itself. He's trying to denigrate India and what India stands for is the version that's coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Our colleague Pallavi Ghosh is also now joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, now we are seeing more and more attacks coming in from Rahul Gandhi. First, he goes after External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on what he'd said vis-a-vis China as opposed to the US. And then he further goes on to attack the RSS, something that the Congress leaders back home have been doing, particularly today.
That's right. But if you look at Rahul Gandhi's point on RSS, I mean, you saw the reactions which came in, say, from an Udit Raj in the past also. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party are very fixed about one thing. That one is that the RSS is a divisive organization. Some call it a terrorist organization, as Udit Raj called it today, and which evokes a very, very strong reaction, certainly coming in from the BJP. But having said that, I think the point is, the larger point he also made, where he once again raised the issue of Veer Savarkar. Now, that has also incurred several defamation notices against Rahul Gandhi. There has been evidence which has been given to say that Veer Savarkar has never compromised on the integrity. He never apologized to the British. But forget that, even within the India bloc, not all the allies of the Congress party are comfortable with these Rahul Gandhi's attacks on Veer Savarkar. I still remember right in the middle of the Maharashtra elections, at a closed-door meeting, both Sharad Pawar as well as Uddhav Thackeray had raised the point that we are Maharashtra-based parties. We have to cater to our constituency or our voters over here. And you keep on attacking Veer Savarkar, it can hit us politically speaking, electorally speaking, and Rahul Gandhi had to pipe down. Elections are over, there are no immediate elections round the corner in Maharashtra or at the center, but there you have Rahul Gandhi at it. Rahul Gandhi is once again raising the Veer Savarkar issue. On a day like today, when it is Dussehra, once again, that issue has been raised. And this is something which is going to invite criticism, I would say, not just from the BJP, but also from within his allies in the Maharashtra as well.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks. Way ahead of the Times.